trying to close out this series against the Caps. Our special guest right now, Larry Murphy of the Pens. And Murph, I remember back when the trade was made, when you came to Pittsburgh, it was early part on it. You were staying downtown, I think, at a hotel here. And Bob Johnson, we were all in the van, and Bobby Johnson said to you, he said, Murph, what's the furthest you've ever gone in the playoffs? You remember that situation?
Yeah, I remember that well.
And you remember what you said to him, what he said?
Yeah, I remember that well.
Well, go ahead and tell us what he said.
Well, he said this year that we were going to go all the way.
Yeah, he was unbelievable, and I know your eyes kind of lit up. I mean, you just arrived on the scene, and you had to be kind of taken aback by that, but he's a very positive guy, isn't he?
He certainly is. I mean, he wants to do well. He wants to go all the way, and we're right there with him.
Larry, during the course of this series here against the Capitals, shorthanded would be an understatement for the Penguins defensively, and I know you've had to pick it up an awful lot and played a great series. And maybe your thoughts on when you get in that situation, what exactly you have to do.
Well, when you lose 3 regular defensemen, that's 50% of your usual backliners. So we had to bring in 3 extra guys, and they've done a great job. I mean, this organization's obviously has a lot of depth, and that shows we've played with 9 defensemen, and everybody's doing a good job.
Murph, in particular, you and Gordie Roberts seem to have worked so well together, and you guys have, I mean, it got some veteran years on you there, and you guys seem to work very well together.
Yeah, I've played with Gordie pretty well most of the time. He's a great player, obviously. He's played so many years in the league, and he sees the ice real well, and he passes the puck well, and we try to pass it each other and take advantage of our partner, and I think that's kind of the key to our success.
Larry, what about this game tonight? Tell us a little bit about what your thoughts are on it for the first 2 periods.
Well, we're in a tough spot. Obviously, we're up by 1, which we're pleased about, but they're really playing well, and it's going to be a tough 20 minutes here. We can't afford to let this one slip away. If we got them in a good position, I'm sure right now the guys in the dressing room are trying to rally, trying to get a good solid 20 minutes in here, and if we play solid, then we'll be successful. So it's nothing's going to be taken for granted, that's for sure.
Murph, do you think one of the keys to the game so far, obviously it was the 2-man advantage the Caps had they couldn't cash in on?
Yeah, they did a good job. They got a lot of good opportunities. Tommy made some good saves, and they rang the bell once. That you think that would take them out of the game, but no, they stick in there, and they got a goal right after that. They're a hard-working team. They're never going to give up, and that's been their key to their success. And I'm sure they're going to fight right to the end. And we can't take anything for granted here because of that fact. And I think we well realize it, as everybody that's watching the game realizes it.
Murph, you played with Washington. It's got to give you a little satisfaction right now. I mean, the series is not over, but should the Penguins close it out to go against some of your former mates and, if possibly, win the series and win it over them?
Well, obviously that's the objective. It's always nice to knock out a team you used to play for. We're not there yet, so I'm not jumping up and down. We don't have anything. We just have 3 wins, and it takes 4 wins for a series. So I'm just trying to keep level-headed, try to play well, and as the team is, and we're just going to try to play 1 period at a time, and hopefully we'll be successful. But we're not taking anything here for granted.
Murph, you make your home still in Washington?
Well, my in-laws all live there. That's where my wife's from. So we get back there as much as we can. We'll be back there obviously this summer still. But we're going to relocate in Pittsburgh as soon as we can. We're going to use this summertime to find a more permanent residence.
Well, I know it'll be a happy summer when you go back if you can win this series and give you so-called bragging rights going back. And
that's what I'm counting on.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Murph, for joining us, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Larry Murphy's been our special guest, and the Penguins leading 2-1. And be sure to join us next time for Kings Face Off, brought to you by Kings Family Restaurants. And remember, next time, make it Kings.